Uh-oh. Hey, 4, I didn't mean what I said. Bro, 4, I didn't mean what I said! I didn't mean what I said! I was just joking! No! Fuck! Run! Hey, what's going on, guys? So before I actually get into the topic I'm going to talk about, I just wanted to show you guys some of the gameplay from a stream that I did yesterday where we played a Titan Brawl, but we actually had 500% increase to core meter. And I have to say, it's probably one of the funnest things that I've done with the network and with the community of just going into a Titan Brawl match on War Games, or I mean, hell, War Games, Complex, Dry Dock, all these maps that have really close quarters are just been a lot of fun because everybody gets their core, flame core, laser core, smart core, and everybody's just kind of smashing each other with the different abilities. It kind of reminds me of Overwatch. What is it? Mayhem. You know, Mayhem, where you're able to get your abilities a lot faster and use them more often. That's kind of how I see this mode, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. And I'm happy that I've had my community with me to have fun with it, and it's just one thing I've really enjoyed. So if you guys ever get a chance to join my network or join somebody else's network and play this type of Titan Brawl where you get increased core meter, it is just a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a great time like we have. It's just a lot of yelling, screaming, people cheering each other on, and people, be like, get away from me. But it's just a lot of fun, so I wanted to show you guys some of the gameplay from it. So I wanted to kind of talk about quality of life in Titanfall 2. I feel like right now, when it comes to each update that comes out to the game, we're getting something that's different every time. We're getting different maps, we're getting different changes to the meta of Titanfall 2, and I feel like right now we just kind of need to take a pause in the game. I want to tell Respawn I'm enjoying your game. Hell, I got an Xbox, PC, and PS2 version of your game. I've been enjoying it ever since it came out. But right now, I just want to take a pause when it comes to DLC that's coming out right now. I would love to see just a pause in just new updates, and I would love to see fixes come to the game. Quality of life in the game is not really great right now because people are griping, complaining about weapon damage, melee system, boosts now since this new update. And just different bugs in the game that we've seen time and time again, or even stuff that might not be a bug. It might be something that's intended, but we don't know that just because we're not told. So I just want, before I go into any of the things I'm talking about, I just want Respawn to know that I love your game, I enjoy your game, I'm going to continue to play your game, but I would love to just see stuff fixed and improved upon before your next DLC update in July. So I want to talk about guns first. So I know a lot of people kind of watch my streams, and a couple of days ago, or even yesterday too, we've been seeing a lot of people using G2s, using alternators, and getting kills quite quickly. I think a lot of people have learned now that the G2, the alternator, and stuff like that are between 2 to 3 shot kill guns depending on where you're at on the map. The G2 has a lot of firepower. It doesn't have any kick to the gun. You're able to lock on people because of aim assist, and it's just a gun that is just in the Titanfall community is just seen as oh my god, that person's using it, you're this such and such name that somebody might call you. So one thing I would love to see in the guns department of Titanfall 2 is just buffs and nerfs in the guns. G2, a gun that's frequently used by campers. I mean, hell, if you've ever been to Angel City for a game, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But also too, like the Volt. The Volt is a gun that's not very used very often. It used to be one of my favorite guns in the very beginning of the game. But because of the nerfs that it has gotten as the Volt, it's just a gun that is unusable. So I'd love to see different things done to the Volt. So I would love in this update, before you push out any more new maps, execution, stuff like that, I would love to see different things done to buffs and nerfs for weapons, to just kind of combat people that are, sitting on, a rooftop in the far back side of a map. When, in Titanfall 2, you have an advanced movement system that people are not taking advantage of. It kind of defeats the purpose of Titanfall 2. So that was just kind of my little spiel on guns. I would love to see different things, improved upon and added to I mean, especially too, you know, even the DMR. That the DMR is pretty much on par with the G2 when it comes to weapon damage and the look and how much it fires. The only problem is the DMR has a lot more kick than the G2. So maybe, you know, something in the middle, or just vice versa, the roles of the DMR and the G2. And we're going to see some definite improvements in Titanfall 2 when it comes to gameplay. Now, the melee system. I know a lot of people have been having the same frustration that I've had with the melee system, because more or less you've been going into gunfights and getting punched out before you can even shoot a round. Or people are just charging balls to the walls towards you, not shooting you at all, and you're shooting at them, and you're eventually able to kill them, but that person was trying to melee you because they know that's the quickest way to get rid of you, to get that kill. So one thing I would love to see to the melee system and have it either added or taken away is either, one, take the melee system completely away. That's going to remove people launching, you know, 40 yards and getting locked onto a melee target to hit and get that instant kill. But keep executions. Remove the melee system. Keep the executions, because I think they're really cool, and it's just a really awesome visual to have. Or do it to where it is a two-shot melee. You have to hit somebody two times to get a melee kill. And I want to say two hits just because, you know, initially you might get that lock on 40-yard, you know, reach melee hit. And as a person, you might not know that that's happening to you. You don't know what the hell's going on, and all of a sudden you just die. But with a two-hit melee system style, you might get that surprise hit from 40 yards away, but you know that person hit you, so now you can backtrack or get away and be able to defend yourself. So I would love to see either of those two versions, either taken away or remove it to a or put it to a two-hit kill system. Now I would love to talk about boosts. Boost. You know, we got a very surprising update to amped weapons when it comes to boosts in the game, and I have to say I don't particularly care for it at all. I know a lot of people, other people don't like it, and I want to kind of talk about the reason why I don't like it, and hopefully, an improvement on it later on in the future. So the reason why I don't like it is you have amp weapons that, you know, the player himself has to go out and go get kills, and it makes them more involved in the game. Yeah, their gun is a lot more powerful, but they are being more involved. If they do bad, that's their fault. If they do good, that's their fault as well. But because of the 30 seconds, people are going towards other abilities, mainly pilot sentries. Pilot sentries last a minute long. They can be placed anywhere on the map, and they can just be forgotten. The player can place it down and run away. And the problem that is in the game is that the AI does a lot more damage to pilots, no matter where they are out on the map. Hell, I'll shoot a pilot sentry from across the map and still get a lot of damage dealt against me across the map. So one thing I think that would do a lot of good to the boost system is either, one, take back amp weapons back to where it was, or two, increase the time that amp weapons has. Because if you have a pilot sentry that lasts a minute and can get 2 to 3 kills, and then you have 30 seconds of amp weapons, and the pilot himself has to go get those kills, you know, why would I want to go get amped weapons if I can just place something here, run away, and I know my pilot sentry is going to get a couple kills for me? So I would love to see different changes like that to the boost system again, to where, you know, people are not relying on crutches, I guess, in Titanfall 2. I see the pilot sentry as a crutch, because you're allowing the AI to do the damage, doing the killing for you, and you're not going out there and doing it yourself. So I know a lot of people that at least have been watching my streams know that I've been running into a lot of people that use G2s, use pilot sentries, camp, and it's not fun for anybody. It's not fun for the community. I would love to see us come together and not use stuff like that we know is kind of cheap. But I know people want to use stuff that can win the game, and I'm not going to fault you for it. You know what is powerful in the game, and you want to use that gun or ability or anything in the game to win your match. I'm not going to be upset with you whatsoever. But it's still, to me, just a very cheesy way that Titanfall 2 has been set up, just because of different changes that have been made to the game that haven't been addressed yet. Yeah, we've had different modes like time to kill and whatnot, and I know aim assist is being looked at right now, but no changes have been made. So we're kind of just sitting here with new updates to the game, new game modes, but nothing being changed to overpowered weapons, overpowered boosts. I mean, hell, even the grenade indicator has been removed right now from the game. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's an intended removal, but it does suck when you're running down a hallway and you get blown up and you're like, what in the world? I didn't know that I didn't get a grenade indicator, and sure enough, yeah, you don't. So I would just love to see different improvements like that. Either give me back my indicator, or just let us know, hey, we removed this such and such. That way we can inform you guys that are watching this video of different changes. So guys, I just want to take you, I wanted to talk about, different things that I had feelings about in the game, of the quality of life in Titanfall 2. And I would love to get your guys' opinion, from the weapons to the boosts. I mean, hell, even to Titans like Scorch. I would love to know different things in the game that you guys have an opinion on that you would love to see changed. Or do you feel the same way like me? Do you feel that they should push out an update to fix different things in the game before they push out new DLC like a map? I would just love to know. So please give me your guys' opinions in the comments and let me know what you guys think. But if you guys did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for new Titanfall videos. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will see you guys next time.